Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video is going to kind of be like a 2-for-1 special for you guys. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing an affordable Amazon wig review, and then I'm also going to be showing you guys how I installed basically the lace frontal, and basically to show you guys the process from beginning to finish and how I got the finished results. So as you guys can see, the hairline is looking a little thick. I did start plucking the left side just a little bit, but as you guys can see, the overall wig still needs a lot of plucking to do. So I'm basically just gonna go in section by section and kind of just try to just pluck and kind of thin out the hairline a bit more so it looks more realistic. And then as you guys can see here, I'm basically just taking like thin sections to kind of like part the hair so I have a better understanding of where I need to pluck some more. So I'm just going to keep plucking with my tweezers. I was about to say scissors. With my tweezers, and basically once again just try to thin this hairline out. And basically this is the finished results of how much I decided to pluck. I honestly, looking back at it, I should have plucked more, but at the current moment it looked okay to me. And then that's just all the hair that I plucked out from the hairline. Like that's crazy. So next, as you guys can see, I'm going to be doing the bald cap method once again. Basically the same way I usually install my lace frontals is the same way I'm going to be installing this wig as well. So I'm going to be using the Ghost Bond wig adhesive, and I'm also going to be using some popsicle sticks as well to glue it down. And I'm basically just going to glue the perimeter of my forehead basically to let the cap lay down flat. And I just wanted you guys to see that basically none of my hair is touching the glue at all, making sure that you have a decent amount of space from where you're putting the glue on the wig cap and also where your hairline is, because you don't want your edges to be snatched. I also used some lace spray as well on the actual wig itself. I did put that on the wig to let it air dry while I was finishing up doing my bald cap. So now I'm just taking a regular pair of scissors and I'm basically cutting as close to the edge as I possibly can so everything lays flat and seamless. And I don't know, like to me, I feel like using the glue to lay down my wig cap works a lot better than Got2b glue spray, especially now that it's getting hotter and you're sweating a bit more. I feel like it has more of a better hold and your wigs are actually going to last longer once you do install them. So that's a little tip out there for some of you guys that are over here like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do when summer comes and I'm over here sweating? That's something that's definitely going to help you. So then I'm basically going to be going into the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade 410, and I'm basically just going to, I put some on the back of my hand, and then I'm just getting my foundation brush and kind of putting that on the cap to basically blend that into my skin. And then once all that is done and over with, I'm going to be basically starting off with my first section. I tend to do maybe I would say like 4 or 5 different sections when I do lay down my wigs. And then I'm also going to be using 2 layers for this install. And then I'm basically just using my rat tail comb to kind of make sure everything is laid nice and flat and pressed down. No awkward lace lifting or anything like that. And then I'm basically going to be working on the sides. So I'm going to be going back and forth to basically help the process go a bit quicker. So when the left side is drying, I'm working on the right side. And then when the right side is drying, I'm basically working on the left side. And sometimes I do like to pat it down with my fingers. Well, basically like my nail tip, because I don't like to try to pat it down with my fingers too much because that has oil and that might cause the lace to lift. And then once the majority of that is glued down on the side, that's when I can get more of like an accurate like estimate, I guess, to like where I should cut my ear tabs to basically have the wig fit my head perfectly. And then once again, just laying the glue down, making sure that my ear flaps are going to be nice and flat, because that's like the main thing I would say is annoying when it comes to laying down your wigs is your sideburns. So make sure that when you do cut around your ear, you make sure that you're doing it correctly and you're not leaving too much extra lace on your ear, unless it's going to be irritating you. And then I'm just basically going around any little sections that might still be lifting as well, and basically plaiting that down once the glue kind of dries clear. And then I'm just going to be making a middle part out of this wig, and then I'm also going to be going in with my hot comb as well, making sure everything stays nice and flat. And then for my middle part, I'm just going to be using some CoverGirl True Blend Concealer. And I'm going to basically just be putting that on my part to kind of help blend that into my skin to help define the part a bit more. And that's pretty much the finished look on the install. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see by the title, today I will be doing another affordable Amazon wig review for you guys. And guys, I am a hype bunny right now. So as you guys can see, this is like a brand new hair color for me. Like, y'all, I've never had like this really cute like copper type orangey reddish color before, and honestly in person and on camera it does look just amazing both ways. Like, I'm so hype. Like, honestly, when I first got this wig in the mail, I was low-key like, I don't know if I'm gonna be feeling this. But once I worked my magic with it and installed it and all that fun stuff, I absolutely fell in love. So yeah, enough of me rambling about the wig. So I definitely did put a link to the direct wig that I did purchase as well for you guys. Again, like I mentioned earlier, I did purchase this wig off of Amazon. So this is the Best Ong. I apologize if I butchered the name, but it's from Best Ong Fashion Glueless Copper Red Long Natural Wavy Free Part Lace Front Wigs Heat Resistant Synthetic Hair Wig for Women, 24-inch in the shade Copper Red. Now this wig did cost $40.99, so basically like $41, $42 like after taxes and all that stuff. This company is hooked up for Prime as well, so I think they got this hair like 2-3 days. I don't think it didn't take more than a week, I know that for sure. So that was really good, especially with the whole thing going on with the virus and all that stuff. The hairline was already pretty good, but I did actually have to go in and pluck it a lot, as you guys can see by the previous clips and all that stuff. I absolutely adore the way this wig is constructed, and I paid $40 for this wig, and the fact that like the wig construction and the hairline looks as bomb as it does is an absolute miracle. As you guys can see by the previous clips, it wasn't really that hard at all for me to really install this hair. I will say this, I mean, it can be wake up and go hair if you want it to be, but like if you really want it to be like a human hair like dupe, you do have to put some work into it. I did have to go in and pluck the hair quite a bit. When it does come to shedding on this wig, I did make sure to make it a point to run my hands through this wig to see how everything would go. I barely got any shedding whatsoever from this hair. Now I am getting a little bit of strands here and there, but again, I did pluck the crap out of this hair and I did cut into the wig on both sides for it to fit my ears. So I'm gonna probably wait a couple of days before I can actually be like, oh, like, is it like shedding, or is it just because I customize it and all that stuff? Because that's one thing you really do have to take into account when you do have wigs, especially when you have to cut into the wig and pluck it and all that stuff. Just because it's shedding now doesn't mean all of a sudden it's a bad wig. It's because you're messing around with it. and customizing it for it to basically fit you. Now, when it comes to tangling, honestly, the tangling on this unit is very minimum as well. I mean, honestly, even as I was installing the hair, and actually the clip that you guys saw me earlier of installing the hair, that was actually yesterday. This is a brand new day, so I've actually worn this hair out for a whole day, and the tangling and shedding has been an absolute minimum. I really haven't had any issues at all with this hair so far. Honestly, even when I was installing the hair, I dead forgot for a second that this was synthetic hair that I was putting in my head, just because the lace was overall really nice, the hair wasn't tangling up and matting up like crazy. It's not crazy itchy on my neck or nothing like that. I mean, granted, if you touch it, you definitely can tell the difference in texture between human Brazilian hair and this wig, but it's not bad to the point where it feels like plastic like Party City hair. So I will say that. I will say I absolutely, this is probably one of my favorite synthetic wigs of all time, and I have had a lot, and I mean a lot, of different synthetic wigs in my life. I've been wearing synthetic wigs, I would say, for more than like 5 years. Like, so I know what I'm talking about. Like, I have worn so many different wigs from so many different companies, and to say that this one is my favorite is really saying something. And then also, for any of you guys wondering, I'm currently 5'6". So the hair, the website claims that the hair is 24 inches, which I definitely do believe is true to length. I do have the soft, like, body wave version of this hair, and this hair actually comes to about right here. So I would say like right at my hip, almost basically at my belly button, and then if you stretch it, of course, it's even more. I do really like how full the hair is. Honestly, I feel like it did take, I would say, like a few hours for me to get used to how full this hair is, just because I'm so used to how wearing like human hair wigs, and most human hair wigs aren't this thick. So you do get a decent amount of hair when it does come to this wig. You don't get any like awkward like gaps or nothing like that. I'm really feeling this hair, so I think I might actually just wear it for a whole week. We'll see how I feel. We'll see. I just hope and pray this hair doesn't turn on me out of nowhere, because y'all know how some synthetic wigs be. It be all fine and dandy, and then a random day everything just turns into crap. So I'm praying that's not the case with this wig. I really am praying that's not the case with this wig. But as of now, 1000% I would recommend for y'all to get this wig. If you're somebody who wants to start dipping and dabbing into like lace frontals and whatnot, but you're scared to invest all that money because you don't want to sit up here and pay hundreds of dollars for a wig and then jack up the lace frontal, get this wig, because this wig is like a perfect like practice dummy for you to practice on customizing your frontal, applying it, cutting the lace, all that stuff. Like 1000%, like the same exact technique that I use to install my human hair lace frontals is the same exact technique I use to install this hair. And as you guys can see, the install came out very well. I should have went in and plucked even more, even though I thought I already plucked enough, because I mean, guys, like, this is a lot of hair, but apparently I didn't pluck enough, because I would like the sides to be more plucked, but that's neither here or there. Like, focus on the middle part, okay, because this area looks popping. Oh, one last thing before I forget, when it comes to the cap construction, I do love the fact that with this wig, honestly, you could definitely make this hair a glueless wig. Me personally, I'm on the smaller head side of things, so for me to find that, like, most wigs that I have, even if I stretch the elastic clips or whatever to like the last loop thingy, whatever the heck you want to call it, I know I'm whatever, but it's still somewhat loose on me, and I can't afford to just go around and not have my wig glued down if I want it to lay flat. This hair, on the other hand, with this wig, I do have it on the last clasp on both sides, and if I really wanted to make this hair glueless, I probably could. So definitely, once I uninstall it and decide to reinstall it whenever that will be, which will most likely be really soon, because again, I absolutely love this hair. But I'm definitely going to try to do like a glueless install just to kind of see how it goes, because honestly, it did fit snug on my head. Not tight, but not loose either. Like comfortable, like, oh, okay, I can actually see myself getting blown in the wind wearing this hair, and I won't have to worry about just flying it off my head. So I definitely do like that as well. So if you are somebody that has like a smaller head like I do and most wigs fit loose on you, this wig won't fit loose on you if you put it on the last clasp. So that's a big bonus as well, because I'm low-key tired of having to glue down my wigs and wear them for like a week straight, especially now that I've been more consistent with working out at my house. It gets very annoying, you know what I'm saying? Like, you sweating it and then all of a sudden it starts lifting up in random places and then you gotta adjust it, yada yada yada. Like, nah, ain't nobody got time to be doing all that, especially with summer coming up and it getting hotter. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm missing anything. If I am, or if you guys have any additional questions at all, please don't hesitate to comment down below and let your girl know, because I'll answer any questions you guys have to throw at me. Again, like I said, I 1000% would approve you guys wearing this hair. Now, this is not wake up and go hair, because again, you still need to do some plucking, but you should be good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl down below. And I will definitely see you guys in my next one.